They say you can't win them all, but at least give it a go, Everton. For fuck's sake. Chelsea 4, Everton 0. We've just been absolutely trounced across the park. Pissed off, disappointed, annoyed, all those adjectives. I've got absolutely nothing to say. Everyone was just shite. There was no fight, no energy, nothing. Nothing like we saw against Arsenal away or against United at home last week, where, you know, players were playing for each other, playing for the ball, and a complete opposite to what the last game against Chelsea was like. You know, 30-something tackles at Goodison. I don't even think there was 4 today. You know, first half, we go in 2-0, and you think there's got to be an absolute rocket up the arse. And there probably was. We just didn't respond. Just poor all round, you know. Players, and there's players who should be doing much better. Sidibe, let's look at that. I'm going to start from the back and work my way through. So Sidibe, if we've got a £12 million buyout clause, look elsewhere. You know, his fall and his fall in form and fall from grace has just been absolutely fucking unbelievable. He's gone from, bring him in, he's a perfect foil and perfect replacement for Seamus Coleman, to what's El Barrett doing? Let's find another fullback. Let's find anybody. Great going forward, awful in the tackle, awful, you know, in defence. He's not proved himself. And clearly there's a reason why Monaco have allowed him to go out on loan. It's just not good enough. Mason Holgate and Michael Keane hardly showered themselves in glory. No, very poor. Luca Dean, I don't understand. I know he's obviously your first choice left back, but I didn't see anything from Dean either that warranted Leighton Baines coming out of the side. I'd have even stuck with Baines. Midfield, I think the less said about them the better. Tom Davis had a stinker in comparison to last week against United. Bernard just really couldn't get into the game at all. Gylfi Sigurdsson, speechless, absolute waste of a shirt, and he was captain. Fuck me, captain of the Titanic was better. Absolutely shocking. You know, there was times where he goes hiding behind defenders and opposition, so he doesn't have to get the ball. And to watch him do that, and to watch your captain do that, and watch him do that, is so disappointing. He's done it all season. He used to do it last season as well, but he got away with it with goals. This season he's got nowhere to hide apart from behind defenders and, you know, centre midfielders and stuff like that. Just anonymous again, and becoming more and more of a waste of a shirt as the weeks and months go on. Andre Gomez, I thought was poor. Well, say poor, no, he didn't play well, but he's obviously had to carry the weight of Bernard, of Davis, of Sigurdsson, and try and do something with it. But, you know, again, he's coming back from injury. He shouldn't be expected to be carrying games like this right away. Impossible. And then you've got Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison up top, who were just literally feeding off scraps. They were given nothing. The only thing I could say is if Calvert-Lewin puts that one away when we're at 2-0, where he should have buried that. He should have put that one away. It was probably harder to miss. Goes to 2-1. It's game on, and we went into the first half 2-0. And as I said just before, obviously a rocket has gone right up their arse, and they've not responded. And what they've gone and done is the exact same. Lampard's probably gone, lads, we don't have to do anything here because they're not going to come out and do anything because there's no fight, there was nothing. I've seen people saying, obviously, one of the worst performances by an Everton side under Ancelotti. Derby game was the other one, but this was just a shit show from the back to the front. You know, I think Pickford being in goal probably kept us from conceding 7. You know, made a couple of really good vital saves there, but and then we got the red shirt next week. But let's look at today, and you know, there's has to be a reaction next week now. It's been alright to come in with this. We got alright, we may not have won, but we got something out of it, and there's a semblance of this side's actually done alright today, like we did at Arsenal, like we did at United. This one, Marco Silva got sacked for less, and it's just poor all round. Ancelotti isn't innocent in all of this. You know, he's still insisting on picking players like like Sigurdsson, and I've been Tom Davies' fan for a long time, but I think this was a game too far for him in a game where we were overrun by an 18-year-old and Ross Barkley. Says it all. Willian absolutely ran the socks off Mason Holgate all game. That midfield just completely obliterated us. We had nothing. We didn't change from that 4-4-2 at all. There was just he stuck with that 4-4-2, and we've been punished for it, rightly so, because we were shit. That was there's so many people who are just going, what the fucking hell happened there? How have we gone from that at Arsenal, that at United, previous games where we picked up points, and got and just had our asses handed to us by a team that played midweek. We've had a week off, and we've still. No, Everton. I'm just wanting that anymore, and I'll just be getting more and more wound up talking about this. In conclusion, there's a lot of players who have probably played their last season at Everton. I'm sure you can tell me all who they are in the comments. Ancelotti is definitely not innocent in this. See this eyebrow? I've got the Ancelotti eyebrow going. He's definitely not innocent in all this. He's got a lot to answer for today. And Everton in general, it as I said before, you can't win them all, but at least have a go. At least show up and give those travelling fans something to shout for. I bet as soon as that first goal went in, it was like, that's it, game over, absolutely game over, and it was, because we had nothing. We weren't even showing anything of that first goal. Because that first goal, and so many people could have stepped up. You see Satibi making a tackle to Pedro's left foot and the ball's on his right. Go for the ball, mate. David steps off Mason Mount so easily and just gives him all the acres of space to turn and shot. Silly things that we should be getting cut out. But as I said just before, a lot of these players will have played their last season at Everton. You won't see these again. Thankfully, there's a massive clear out coming. I think we've just got to bide our time, and we've just got to put up with it. As sad as that sounds, and as harsh as that sounds, we've literally just got to ride the storm, and just whatever results come our way now. And I sound really negative though, because there's games that last week and the week before and last few games we've gone, actually this team could compete for 4th, 5th. Now, who knows? But this team is so topsy-turvy and so just backwards that you just don't know what Everton side is going to turn up. So hopefully, the rocket up the arse is today, takes us into next Monday, and we've got to go back to the drawing board again. But you're going to see those players still in the side next week, and as much as you want to piss and moan about it, we're stuck with them until the end of the season, and we just got to get on with it now. So I'm not in a good mood. I'm sure you all are. Let us know what your comments are at the bottom. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to Grand Old Team, and also to my channel and Paul's channel, Falcon Blues TV. We're back on Twitter now. Our Twitter account's working. Till then, up the toffees. Yeah, you know the rest. Speeches in a bit. Ta-ra.